Hello there, everybody, and welcome to Absolute Intense Wrestling's Double Dare. I'm your host, Mark Summers, and tonight in Cleveland, Ohio, at the historic Turner's Hall, 8 teams compete for cash and prizes in this single elimination Double Dare tournament. In the opening round, we've got four big matchups. The Hooligans will square off against Gregory Iron and Vita Scott. The Popular Sex Bob-Ombs will do battle with Nixon. The boys from Jollyville look to thwart Team UK's AIW invasion. And last but not least, Matt Cross and Josh Prohibition, two of AIW's icons, will collide with the Dastardly Submission Squad. In addition to the tag tournament, we've got singles action too, as Johnny Gargano, known to be quite the rockin' rebel, squares off with Jonathan Gresham in a spectacular physical challenge. Also, Allison Kay looks to slime the debuting Mischief. We've got all that plus more, so stick around. It's all in store for you. You ready? On your mark, get set, go! Let's go down to the ring for Absolute Intense Wrestling's Double Dare. Thanks for watching.
The following physical challenge is scheduled for one fall. Introducing the red team. They weigh in a combined weight of 396 pounds. Wrestling out of Jollyville, here's the team of Nasty Russ and Team Money, the Jollyville Buckets. And introducing the blue team. They weigh in a combined weight of 325 pounds. First, fighting out of Birmingham, England, here is Dynamite Pete Dunne. And his tag team partner, fighting out of Cardiff, Wales, here's White Lightning, Mark Andrews. Together, they are Team UK.
Here we go, AIW back on iPay-per-view, Double Dare Tag Team action. Let it up to Carson.
Pardon the interruption. You didn't think you could keep me off pay-per-view internet, pay-per-view for long, did you, LFC? I heard you've been lobbying for my job here. Just work with me, okay? This is Double Dare. This is Double Dare, the big tag team tournament.
It's all about being a team. I want to think that I'm part of the team with you. I'm not looking to take anybody's job, as we see right now. Nasty Russ in there with Pete Dunne. Last time Dunne and Andrews were here, it was against each other. Now it's as a team. And hey, I'm not sure if you knew this, the winner of the tournament tonight gets the shot at the tag titles against the Batiri when we return live to Turner's Hall on the 29th of November.
Oh, and that's going to be hell on earth, isn't it? You know, I feel like it's hell on earth every time I'm out here doing commentary with you, LFC.
You're so mean to me. I'm nothing but nice to you. I sent you that
I haven't even got
basket.
Oh, that was a nice gift basket, and I do thank you for it. But what were the women's panties for? LFC.
I think that was the postman's panties.
You're so intense.
Well, you see here right now, Pete Dunne, Matt Technician, and we've seen the boys from Jollyville. They're rough and tumble.
Uh-oh.
Look.
They almost got
pinned. Yeah, and Dunne trying to roll them up. And again, whoever wins this tournament is going to have to wrestle 3 times. And we've got some huge teams in this tournament. Some Ohio wrestling legends. We've got, your favorite team of all time, the Submission Squad, coming up later. The Hooligans, Nixon, Sex Bob-Ombs.
Hope and Change.
Hope and Change.
The greatest tag team that ever lived in the history of life.
Well, they're gonna have their work cut out for them later on this evening.
Yes, they haven't been on the same page lately, but I talked to them before the match, before the night, yesterday, the week before, Tuesday, and they said that they were so ready that they couldn't even be more ready, and I can't wait to see them because they're champions. Even though they're not champions with actual title belts, physical title belts, they are champions in my heart, in my mind, and in your soul, LFC.
There's a nice tag there. Andrews in now for his team. Continuing the assault, keeping Nasty Russ on the mat.
You know, and I got the scoop here on these young Guatemalans in the ring. The team of Dunn and Andrews here. Yes, they did face each other before, but they have been teaming. They have been working out. They have been together. And I like that. I mean, you got to be a team if you want to be tag team champions. You know what I mean? Neither of them could be a tag team champion if they didn't have a tag team partner. That's a scoop, LFC.
Again, you mentioned that they're Guatemalans, and I'll be the first one to mention Team UK. I'm kind of ignorant. I got a D+ in geography. My friend Al recently told me that there's a difference between Wales and Scotland and England. I didn't know. I thought it was just all the same place.
Hey, I heard that there's a difference between whales and sharks. Oh my God!
Look at that.
And that's why he calls it the shark twisting pile spinner.
I do know that Guatemala is not part of the UK. That much I do know.
That's so weird that they'd be called Team UK then. But, you know, it's wrestling. Some things are at work here. Oh, that's not at work, though. You see that head by Team Money?
You mentioned about teamwork, and you talk about two men that have been teaming up here in AIW for quite a while. Team Money, Nasty Russ, the boys from Jollyville. That's why I'm saying it.
Oh!
Arm drag.
Dude, that was awesome. Team Money didn't go up for that arm drag there.
Team Money's a big boy. I don't think Andrew's going to be able to match strikes with him. There's a quick...
Oh! Snap!
I was going to say there was a quick pin attempt, but just as quick a lariat takes Andrew's head off.
You know, I'm torn on Team Money here. See, because I remember when he gave that big gourd, a big spear to Veda Scott, and that hurt me as a man. But I'm telling you, you got to be impressed with the size, the strength, and the teamwork here at Jollyville.
Nice float over there by Nasty Russ. And you see they're still favoring the arm a little bit here. The crowd kind of split. The boys from Jollyville, they're regulars here in AIW. This is the first time that the AIW faithful are getting an opportunity.
International talent, too. I mean, Jollyville, everybody knows that Jollyville is deep in the heart of southern Mexico.
You're worse at geography than I am. Cover. Only two, and you see Andrews slip a shoulder out from underneath the mammoth torso.
Well, look.
Team Money.
I've never claimed to be a math major here, and geography, this isn't up my alley. I mean, all that long division? Oh, wait, is that geometry? Algebra?
I think he's going to need a doctor. You and I aren't going to be qualifying for medical school anytime soon. As you see the boys from Jollyville here keeping Andrews in their corner. It's a very smart tag team wrestling. Oh, up and over, lands at his feet.
Ooh, Nasty Russ. He's been improving, too. I like Nasty Russ. Oh! Oh, real smart there, but instead of Team UK.
Really smart here by Dunn and Andrews. Going to a puff handle slam.
Oh, my God, those Malaysians. They're on top of their game. Lemons for the cover.
What did you call him?
Who?
Pete Dunne. What did you call him? Did you call him Lemons?
No, Lemons was counting the cover. What, do we got heat here?
No, I don't know what's going on. Whoa, right now, Team UK are in control.
He got him with a 418. That's an area code there in northern Maine, where they're from.
Not from Memphis. I don't know what the area code is there.
Okay.
Nasty Russ here.
Nasty
in the
Russ.
ring with both members of Team UK, and you see Team Money.
Yep.
Wow, just sending Dunn crashing into the guardrail around the ring here.
You ever ate a guardrail before?
No, believe me, I try to take any sort of physical activity out of my diet. Boom! There's the boys from Jollyville in. Up and down goes Mark Andrews.
Dude, how impressive. Uh-oh, look out. Ooh. What is this move?
That could be a double Argentine back.
Oh, my God.
Perhaps punch him right in the noggin.
Your play-by-play call.
Well, I don't want to talk over the pin there. Almost two. Done in at the last second to save his partner to keep their hope alive in this contest.
Hope alive. Hope and change is still coming up.
And now Dunn in there with both members of the boys from Jollyville here. Maybe a little bit more guts than brains trying to take on Nasty Russ and T-Money by himself.
Just a reminder, folks, this is the very first match. We're in for a great night of action. I mean, the first match sets a tone for the entire evening. And look at this. If you're joining us right now on a pay-per-view, you're in for a treat.
Aaron, you mentioned it before, the great teamwork that we've seen in such a short amount of time. Out of Team UK, their drop kick into a German suplex. Double pin, I don't know about that, but T-Money just easily shoving both men off his partner there to break up the pin and keep the boys from Jollyville alive in the tournament.
Yeah, you know what? I mean, that's how they pin people over there in the United States.
Over there in the United States. Wow, look at that! Caught him out of midair! And sent him down to the canvas with a big spine buster! That's gotta be all! Not going for the pin, what's he doing?
Cannonball!
Cannonball stacked up both members of Team UK! There's a pin! And the boys from Jollyville advance to the next round!
Following is a special first round matchup in the tournament to determine the #1 contenders to the AIW Tag Team Championship. Brand new! The following physical challenge is scheduled for one fall. Choosing first, the red team. They weigh in at a combined weight of 420 pounds. Fighting out of St. Louis, Missouri, here's Pierre Abernathy and Evan Jalistico, the Submission Squad. And introducing the blue team, they weigh in at a combined weight of 384 pounds, fighting out of Cleveland, Ohio, and Salt Lake City, Utah, respectively. Here's the team of M-Dog, Max Cross, and Josh Prohibition, Youth and Asia.
Hey, you take care of that. That's American made right there. I like that. Your voice American. It's cute. Isn't it? That's all the same thing. Take care of it. Vintage.
There's the bell. We're continuing on with the tournament. The winner of that.
Shut up, LFC! Shut up for a second. The Submission Squad, 10-1 over the past year here in AIW. The favorites to win this whole tournament. My favorites. Well, except for Open Change. I mean, and what if it came down to that? But for any of that, I gotta say, special shout out to our very good friend, a friend of the Submission Squad, a member of the Submission Squad, Hot Young Briley, the hottest, youngest Briley out of any hot and young Briley that there ever was. You ever been hot? You ever been young, LFC? You ever been a Briley?
I've been say conspicuous by his absence. You figured he'd be here in the corner of his best friends and tag team partners in the Submission Squad, especially in a tournament of this magnitude, taking on a team like Euthanasia in the opening contest. Listen, you and the Submission Squad seem to think that there's some sort of conspiracy against them, that everyone's out to get them. And you made a great point. 10-1 in the last year in tag team competition. If that doesn't make you a favorite in the tag team tournament, I don't know what does. I'd pick them to win if I was betting on this, but I can't. My contract says no betting.
You are talking loco, and I like it. Look at that. LFC, it's about time you understood that there was a conspiracy here in AIW. There's always a conspiracy here in AIW. People are against great, young, up-and-coming tag teams like the Submission Squad. I mean, the brass here, the office here, myself excluded, are all on the tip of Josh Prohibition and M-Dog Macros, trying to recapture that past glory. I mean, M-Dog, yes, he's from Cleveland, okay, but he travels a lot. He doesn't stay in Cleveland, which I think is very smart of him. And Josh Prohibition relocated to Salt Lake City, Utah when he was at the very tender age of 86. He's an old man. He's an old timer. He's almost as old as BJ Whitmer.
Listen, there's opportunities for the young up-and-coming talent and great expertise wrestling like you're seeing right here out of Matt Cross, Josh Prohibition,
Euthanasia. I wish somebody would euthanize them.
You got a very, you're a very biased commentator out here. I don't know if you're in the pocket of the submission squad, what it is.
I'd like to be in the pocket of the submission squad. I put my hand right in there and see what's going on, huh?
They came to play here. They have new fancy tights.
I'd play too.
Hashtags. They've got their Twitter handles on their tights. That's not going to win you any matches. And right now, they've yet to get out of the starting blocks.
Oh, I'm sorry.
All euthanasia so far at the beginning of this contest. I'm just calling what I'm seeing.
I'm sorry, Mr. Professional Wrestler. I mean, come on. Maybe hashtags on your tights don't win you matches, but these guys are 10-1. Obviously, something's working for them, right?
Right now, they're in there with a much more experienced team. Two guys who have more experience as a tag team, as single competitors. They've traveled all over the world. And Evangelistico hasn't been able to mount offense one so far in this contest.
When I was 70-0, when I held the brass knuckles and the Western States Heritage Championship simultaneously, I'd like you to know that I had my Twitter and my hashtag on the back of my tights, and that was my finishing move.
The Twitter and the hashtag in the back of your tights.
Yeah, people would be looking at it all the time, and I don't know if they were looking at my derriere or if they were trying to figure out what they should hashtag me at, but this was back in the 80s, and that's how I'd finish people off. The element of surprise. You ever finished anyone off, LFC?
Listen, I've never been in the ring myself. Oh, roll up there. It's almost done for the submission squad.
And he was trying to hold the tights right by where the hashtag is. You ever held someone's hashtag? I have.
If somebody gives me a picture of their hashtag, I like that a lot. That's really funny. I find it hilarious. And there you go. Submission squad. And I'm not taking anything away from the submission squad. You've mentioned it. I've mentioned it. They've mentioned it. 10-1 tag team competition in AIW. But again, sometimes I think they're too focused on this conspiracy theory, thinking that everyone's out to get them, and I think sometimes, that gets in.
Oh, look at that. Did you see that maneuver right there? What did you think of it?
A little unorthodox.
Oh, what about the tag? These guys are known as the masters of the tag. Have you ever tagged anyone before, LFC? This is Double Dare.
Yeah, you tag a picture on Facebook, right?
Oh, you're such a nerd.
I certainly am.
No offense to any nerds out there that we may have watching.
I know people like John Scoville, Tom Richards, Martin Bentley. They're not nerds. They're at home watching. They ordered the iPay-per-view.
Alex M. Crime Fighter? What about Ben Ward, the KOTDM1988? That's his Twitter. He was tweeting me earlier. He explained to me that the area code in Brazil, where he's from, is BCF.
Nice tag team wrestling, a little too close to the corner there of Euthanasia. Prohibition there to break up the pin, but
look at the hat that Evangelistico has on.
listen, I like these guys' style. I like the submission squad a lot, but sometimes if they focus more on their in-ring
Look at
and less on this conspiracy that's in their head, they're like they're a living, breathing version of that documentary Room 237. You ever see that?
I just saw the snap mirror into the cover, and that's what I like a lot about Evangelistico. He can pin you anyway, but he likes to go for the submission. That's why they're the submission squad. You know how many matches they've won via submission? Via submission? As you say in your homeland of Philadelphia?
How many would that be? All of them?
One. But that's the most important one.
Went for the big boot again. This one did not pay off. Prohibition in there for Euthanasia. Big clothesline, big back elbow. He's starting to rock Jalisco.
No!
There's a boot to the mush.
Told me earlier he was going to stiff Evangelistico tonight because he doesn't like him personally, and we're talking real shit. T-bone suplex there. You know what the T stands for? Turkey, because Josh Prohibition loves drinking wild turkey, and he likes cooking chili in his evenings. Oh!
Wow, well, whatever he ate, he just hit the guardrail and hit the floor here at Turner's Hall, and hard.
Look at them, dog.
Look at the agility.
An alternate on the 1994 Winter Olympic team.
One of these days I'm going to write down all these things you say and research them and see if any of them
Damn!
are true. Look at the beautiful teamwork out of the submission squad, working like a well-oiled machine.
And that's it. Oh, Lemon.
Very close there.
For the love of...
Both men being aware.
Little stiff shots there by Evangelistico and more importantly by Pierre Abernathy. If your name's Pierre, you got to be fair to Pierre. Why don't you be fair to Pierre, LFC, huh? You said he's worried too much about a conspiracy. You can't even spell conspiracy.
Not right now.
C-O-N. Come on, everybody. You know the rest. All right. Here we go. Looks like M-Dog going for that double stomp. Tiz-up.
Still holding on. Drives him down. DVD, center of the ring. Hooks the leg. I don't believe it.
Hold up. Wait, you think...
The following is a first round tag team contest. Your referee, please welcome Al Stevens.
Well, we'll get to that in a second here.
Introducing the red team, first fighting out of Cleveland, Ohio. Now residing in Chicago, Illinois. The handicap hero, the crippled crusader. The self-proclaimed best in the world, Gregory Iron! And his tag team partner fighting out of Providence, Rhode Island, Veda Scott! Together!
Well, get out of the ring, Greg.
And Chain!
Actually, Veda might not be looking her best tonight, so kind of glad Greg was in the way there, because he's looking in fantastic shape.
And introducing the blue team, they weigh in at a combined weight of 520 pounds, fighting out of Brooksville, Illinois. Here is Devin and Mason Cutter, the Hooligans!
Well, as I mentioned earlier, I'm being joined by a very special, great, and devious guest right now. He's under a mask. I've never had a commentary partner, broadcast partner in a mask before, but
Just get right to it, young man. The great and devious Ultramantis Black. It is your honor.
it is my honor. Wow. Glad you told me that. Ultraman is like before this match gets underway here, I'm the guy who gets a scoop here in AIW. I just want to know, I've heard rumors that you may be looking for a singles title opportunity.
Well, quite frankly,
at Double Dare?
Quite frankly, I was requested to come here for commentary, to bring my commentary skills to AIW, and that's why I'm here. I traveled all the way to Cleveland, and just to see some of this hard-hitting action. And right now, how about these hooligans and Veda Scott?
Yeah. Well, you're gonna get no harder hitting action than that right there. What about Veda Scott? Veda Scott took Allison Kay, AK-47, the longest reigning champion here in AIW, to the limit at our last event, Girls Night Out 10. Really make a showing for herself, gaining the respect, it seemed, of these fans here, right? And now she's in here back in the tag team where she was the longest reigning co-holder tag team championships with Gregory Iron here, the Crippled Crusader, the handicap hero, the best in the world.
Well, it's wonderful to see Veda Scott in here with these big boys, but I'm a little frightened for her well-being right now at this very second. These men are monsters, mammoths, beasts.
That's the first time he's ever touched a woman before, from my estimation.
I could see that, yes, I could understand.
And you've been in the locker room with these gentlemen before. The Cutter brothers are they really as smelly and as stinky and as dirty and as rotten and as horrible as they look?
They are quite vile, young man, without a doubt. Oh no, this looks terrible. Oh my goodness.
Oh, well, that's disgusting right there. Come on, Greg, get in there.
Has to be it. Go.
And as fair and as impartial and unbiased as I like to be, I mean, you have to worry about someone's well-being when these hooligans are in there, taking advantage of situations, double teaming a young woman like Veda Scott. From my understanding, Veda Scott has never been double teamed in her life.
Well, I wouldn't know about that, but she's certainly getting her comeuppance right now.
Look at that, she almost
didn't hook the leg.
Well, usually when she's on top, she doesn't hook a leg, from my understanding. That's the scoop I got.
So you say, young man.
It's really an honor to be out here with you today. Part of the commentary team. I invited you here because I'm the leader of the commentary team. I don't care what anybody else says here. Greg just ate a boot. Oh. Things are happening here. Poor Veda.
Oh, no.
Oh.
You need to put a stop to this.
Well, that's not... Oh! Way to move out of the way, Beta.
That would have been curtains for Veda Scott.
Oh, man. Oh, the carpet matches the curtains on that one. But I was nervous. I was nervous. Look at Greg out there, though. Gregory Iron is like a ring general out there. I mean, they call him the best in the world. I don't know how many people call him that, but I'm one of them. Yes. His friends Phil and Scott gave him that nickname. Uh-oh. Oh, that's bad times right there. Oh, wait, Beta. I didn't even realize she did something cool there.
On his head. Only 2.
Right.
Iron.
I love how he got her out of harm's way. He's so chivalrous, this Gregory
Kind
Iron.
of just tossed her to the side. I don't know if he's really looking out for her well-being there.
But it's over now. Oh, I thought after 2 chops it would be over, but I guess not. Oh, okay, it could be over now.
Eats the boot.
No, Veda, don't go to him. He's calling you. Don't. No. Why? Oh, Veda, that's a cardinal mistake. She should listen to me and Gregory Iron.
Referee not getting 1 in, 1 out right now. Losing control, it seems to me. Quite frankly.
Oh, leave her alone. That's not right. Oh, that's.
Face first.
That could have broken her neck.
My friend, her neck snapped back. This is
I'm
good.
concerned.
Unbelievable.
Ultraman.
The following is your final opening round matchup in the tournament to determine the #1 contenders to the AIW Tag Team Championship. The following physical challenge is the first thing you need to clean this shit up.
Yeah.
Your physical
Wait.
challenge. Announce my guys to clean this shit up. What the hell kind of place do you think I'm running here?
Man.
Introducing the red team, being accompanied to ringside by the Duke and Eric Ryan. They weigh in at a combined weight of 480 pounds, fighting out of Sandusky, Ohio, and Niles, Ohio, respectively. Here's the team of Ricky Shane Page and Bobby Beverly, hashtag Nixon. And introducing the blue team, they weigh in at a combined weight of 350 pounds, fighting out of St. Louis, Missouri. Here is Davey Vega and Matt Fitchett, the Six Bombs.
Oh. Man. Okay, look. Ultraman is black. I don't know what happened to him, but obviously you must have had something to do with that. Acting president here of AIW, Mr. Matt Wadsworth. He's joining me now on commentary. He's here. He doesn't like Nixon, but I don't like Nixon either. Like at first, I like any time that anybody makes fun of Pedro or orders him around, which the Duke did, but then I realized it was the Duke, and it's not as cool then because I'm not a real big fan of Nixon.
Well, I'll tell you what, obviously, I've had my issues with the Duke, with Nixon in the past. I have to say, right now we're looking at a first-round matchup that many people have to consider the winner of this the favorites to win Double Dare as a whole.
So you're a North Carolina man?
Right now, Davey Vega, that
You like
trademark,
UNC?
that trademark Tornado DDT.
You're not a fan of Duke? You never been to college, have you? Not like me. If you want, you go to the
I think I
you go to the engineering school of broadcast. Oh my God!
the flop over the top from Fitchett.
You're the play-by-play guy, and the best you got is the flop over the top? That's the move you come up with? I could have made up something for that.
It could be worse. I could be out here calling a pounce a spear, but I haven't done that yet tonight.
Yeah, thanks.
Fitchett, the Irish whip across, reversal of Bobby Beverly. As I was saying, both teams easily among the favorites to win this tournament. Obviously, I don't care for the attitude of Nixon. I don't care for the means that they've used. Covered by Fitchett, only a 2 count. But in the end, what you're looking at with this team right now, Bobby Beverly, Ricky Shane Page, 2 of the most successful tag team wrestlers in absolute intense wrestling history.
Well, who did they win their tag team championships when they were managed by? Who managed them for those championships?
Well, I remember Ricky Shane Page winning one with John Thorne. I don't think they had a manager at the time, though.
Dude, I'm talking about faith in nothing. I managed them to 2 tag team championships. Bobby Beverly, I managed him and Eric Ryan to 2 tag team championships. Where are we at now, Wadsworth? How many times you managed somebody to a tag team championship? This is Double Dare. This is my event right here. I'm the master of the tag. I'm the guiding light of the tag. Oh, it could be over.
Vega, hooking the leg, only a 2 count. As I was saying about favorites, you've also got the Sexpa Bombs who are trying to find their legs a little bit still as a team, trying to get back into it together. Prior to Matt Fitchett's injury a little over a year ago, they were climbing the ranks of the AEW Tag Team Division and in professional wrestling as a whole. But right now, Nixon is absolutely laying a beating on them.
They look like demolition out there with all these tag team moves. I hate to give them credit, but I got to give credit where credit's due, Wadsworth.
And as I've always
You ever
said,
given them credit before?
I've always given them credit as wrestlers, as their performance in the ring. Now, for their attitudes and for the fact that they walk around like a bunch of 5-year-old kids complaining about how it's everyone's fault but their own, that they haven't made it yet in professional wrestling, that I can't agree with.
You ever made it yet, Wadsworth? What about sex bombs? You ever had sex before?
I'm not entirely sure how that's relevant to a professional wrestling match.
Wait, what'd you call? There was a cover in the ring, Wadsworth.
Now
Keith
I get
in
it.
the truck, I could hear him laughing.
Now I get it. I see why Ultra Man is Black was mumbling under his breath as he walked by me on his way to the
And he
line.
doesn't mumble a lot, does he? He gets mad. Oh,
I'll
boy.
tell you, I wouldn't want that guy mumbling at me. I think you might have put a curse on you before all is said and done.
Wait, oh, Kurt.
Well, there we see that Rana takeover by Fitchett, cover hook and leg, 2 count on Ricky Shane Page.
How dare you mention a curse and Eric Ryan's out there? Hey, wait a minute. What about a curse on me? You would put a curse on me?
I would.
I thought we got along out here very well. Me and the UMB. The Ultraman is black.
Staff he carries around. I think he's got some kind of powers involved with that.
I'm staff. I'm staff here.
You've got staff?
No,
I don't want to be sitting that close to you then. You should probably go to a
Look out, there's a cover.
German suplex out of Ricky Shane Page. Duke on the outside with his nicely bedazzled ring jacket.
Hey, about time you give credit where credit's due. That man signs your paychecks, Wadsworth.
Well, I don't know. I think chest flexor signs most of mine.
Oh.
But in the end,
Speaking of chest flexor, he's been popping up everywhere lately. I mean, I heard after Eric Ryan lawn darted that chair into his face at one of our last events here that chest flexor may be gone from AIW. He may have left AIW.
yeah, the man's name is still on half of the company, so whether or not he's in the building physically,
So you're admitting he's afraid to show up.
I'm not admitting anything. I actually haven't had very much contact with him.
Does he still have the ponytail?
I can't speak for the ponytail.
So you haven't seen him.
Not physically.
Is he in the office?
Right now?
I don't know.
I'm not in the office. How would I know?
Well, you're not. I'm in the office.
What are you doing? How are you doing commentary if you're in the office?
Well, that's an insider term we're using.
I don't know.
I'm breaking kayfabe, bro.
I don't know what that means.
That's why you're not in the office. You gotta come up with the insider terms. Wade Keller will tell you.
Well, right now,
What are you, a Meltzer guy?
the telling is being done by Davey Vega, the Tornado DDT off the drop.
Oh, shit.
Fitchett with the crossbody to keep Ricky Shane Page down. You're
Yes.
talking about some of those double team maneuvers. And Bobby Beverly.
Come on, Lemons! There's a cover! Come on!
Lemons in the corner with Ricky Shane Page, and that's exactly what I'm talking about from Nixon. All the talent in the world, it is still not enough for that.
Oh, man.
Shortcuts.
You know what? I gotta give credit though to. Oh! Ah.
The elbow.
Wait a minute, they're going for it.
Elevated.
This is that upside down DVD into the super kick. It's a thrust kick.
Hurl into the thrust kick 2 and 3. Nixon steals the first round victory.
Wadsworth, I got it.
The following is a special semi-final matchup in the tournament to determine the #1 contenders to the AIW Tag Team Championship. The following physical challenge is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first the red team. They weigh in at a total combined weight of 396 pounds, fighting out of Jollyville. Here is Nasty Russ and Team Money, the Jollyville Fuckers! And introducing the blue team, they weigh in at a total combined weight of 384 pounds, fighting out of Cleveland, Ohio and Salt Lake City, Utah, respectively. Here's the team of M-Dog, Matt Cross, and Josh Prohibition, Euthanasia.
Well, here we go. Thank you for joining us fresh off the intermission, starting off the second round of the Double Dare Tag Team Tournament. Matt Wadsworth, and you were talking about a real breath of fresh air not being out here with Aaron Bauer. Leonard F. Jacarison, we're getting underway with the boys from Jollyville starting it quick.
I was just about to say, you know, we're in a tag team tournament. You got to wrestle 3 times if you want to win, and these guys aren't getting paid by the hour. It's a cliche, but it's 100% true. Nasty Russ just took a nasty boot, one right back in the mush. Oh, dives on both sides of the ring.
Stereo suicide dives by Nasty Russ Meyer and M-Dog Man Cross in a second one.
These guys are coming out at 100 miles an hour, and they are looking to win and go on to the finals.
Well, it looked like T-Money was ready for Matt Cross on the second one, setting him in the ring apron. Nasty Russ looking to finish it quickly. And I'll tell you what, an interesting contrast here. We have a true veteran team in Euthanasia, a team that under this name has been together for what, 10 years at least, but guys who literally 15 years ago broke into the business together. And you've got the boys from Jollyville, Nasty Russ Meyer, T-Money, who are really looking to make a name for themselves in this tournament. And you have to think, Leonard, it would be a huge upset to take out the veterans in Euthanasia.
Well, again, you say that's an upset, but you ask me, you know, Aaron likes to talk before I mentioned Submission Squad, who I thought were the favorites to win this whole thing, taken out in the first round by Euthanasia. You got to think they're riding high, putting a blemish on the record of the Suicide Squad. There you go. Nice reversal by Josh Prohibition. I wouldn't be surprised to see. This match really could go either way. I'm 100% honest with you.
Well, and this crowd in AIW has really taken to T-Money and Nasty Russ, but let's not forget, they are still very young in their careers as a whole, let alone here in Absolute Intense Wrestling.
Look at the agility on Matt Cross. I don't mean to cut you off. Huge springboard, almost rolls all the way through.
And Matt Cross, that's exactly what I'm talking about. T-Money was not quite ready for it. The boys from Jollyville, I don't have exact dates off the top of my head, but I believe they haven't even been in AIW for a year at this point. Meanwhile, Josh Prohibition, Matt Cross appeared 8 years ago on the first Absolute Intense Wrestling show.
Right there, an Ohio Wrestling Institution is Euthanasia cover.
Josh Prohibition, former AIW Intense Division Champion. Euthanasia, of course, former AIW Tag Team Champions.
And you heard Pedro mention at the beginning of this contest, the winner of the tournament gets a shot at the Tag Team Champions, the Batiri, when we return to live action on November 29th. Hell on Earth, the Black Friday tradition. And you got to think, Euthanasia, they want another crack at those tag titles.
And indeed, it was the Batiri who dethroned Euthanasia, seemingly right when it looked like that resurgence, the return of Euthanasia. It was a feel-good story. It was this huge story in AIW. Of course, Matt Cross brought in as the dream partner of Josh Prohibition during his battles with Gregory Iron.
I'm not sure what Matt Cross has. We've seen him fly with such agility earlier in the contest. Maybe taking a little bit too much time, and there you go. T-Money getting the knees up, but he's very far away from Nasty Russ. He's got to still go through Matt Cross to get there. Ducks under, big dive, makes the tag.
Double tag going on the crossbody for Nasty Russ Meyer. Prohibition looking for the boot, but it's caught. Nasty Russ, Irish whip across, charging in, and that boot just driven through Prohibition's jaw. And a Steve Prohibition returns the favor.
Prohibition's feeling it here from this crowd. T-Money in there. Legal man
But again,
Picking him up, maybe. What's he have in mind here? Reverses the suplex momentum.
Prohibition, dropping him. We've seen him deposit the back of the head, just scattering the brains. Now it looks like Cross setting up for that shooting star. We've seen him take so many matches with this combination. The crowd behind him, shooting star, but again, nobody home. Nasty Russ heading up top. And Nasty Russ calling for the
He's
cannon.
calling for it if he connects.
Cannonball, and dog out of the way. Both men taking the air, and Prohibition just measuring him up, kick to the stomach, setting up for the drunken driver. No, counted out, Russ Meyer counting out, throw down, put it like a three.
The boys from Jollyville are heading to the finals. Look at the
To
shotgun.
the finals, the Jollyville Fuckers. The following semi-final tag team contest is scheduled for one fall. The following physical challenge is scheduled for one fall. Introducing the red team, being accompanied to ringside by the Duke and Eric Ryan. They weigh in at a total combined weight of 480 pounds, fighting out of Sandusky, Ohio and Niles, Ohio, respectively. Here's the team of Ricky Shane Page and Bobby Beverly. Hashtag Nixon. And introducing the blue team, they weigh in at a total combined weight of 520 pounds, fighting out of Bernalsville, Illinois. Here is Devin and Mason Cutter, the Hooligans.
And there we go, jumping him before the bell. Leonard Chikarsson being joined at commentary by BJ Whitmer. One of these two teams are going on to the final, take on the boys from Jollyville. And Nixon wasting no time trying to gain the advantage on the Hooligans.
Typical Nixon start there. Jump the guys right at the bell. Typical from Nixon.
Well, again, you got that from Nixon. You can't take away from their in-ring ability, but I don't know how I feel about Eric Ryan lurking around at ringside, let alone the Duke lurking around at ringside. It's almost like a 4-on-2 situation. Eventually, I'm sure it will be. It's not above Nixon to stick their nose in a match where it doesn't belong.
Anytime you face Nixon, you are constantly at a disadvantage.
And they're going to need every advantage they can. Wait, cover, hang on. Only one. Yeah, you're not going to put away Mason Cutter that way. These Hooligans made their debut. Look at
Look at the athleticism. Wow.
He's nearing 300 pounds from a standing position. He just did a run. And look at the height he got of that boot.
Oh, that hurt. And I guarantee that hurt.
And he just got Ricky Shane Page up for a body slam. I don't believe it. What are we seeing here, BJ? I don't
I
believe
have no
it.
idea. What is this? Oh!
I'm not talking over this action. The Hooligans came to fight.
And look at these people going crazy. Have you ever seen athleticism from guys that size?
These
I've
guys
never
are
seen
well
it.
over 300 pounds. Who we kidding at their total combined weight at 598? These guys are monsters. They can brawl, they can fly, they can move, they can do it all. But can they defeat Nixon? Can they make it to the title, to the finals to get the title?
Wow.
Devin Cutter there tagging out.
Now which one is Devin and Mason?
Devin is only with the sideburns. He's missing the part in the middle.
Missing the middle beard. Okay.
Mason's got the full beard.
Full beard.
I didn't get a chance last when they debuted here at Gleaming the Cube. I tried to get the words in, but they were moving so hot and heavy I couldn't keep up with what they were doing, just like we saw moments ago.
Yeah, moving so quick you can't even call the action.
And right now here you see they're trying to keep, and again, not taking anything away from Bobby Beverly, a great competitor, but keeping the smaller member of the team in their corner, cutting the ring in half.
Isolating one guy.
And also, and again, they're keeping their back to Ricky Shane Page, more so that it's going to take a little bit longer for Bobby Beverly to make the tag. And, you know, between me and you, if Ricky Shane Page never makes it into this match, I'm okay with that. I'm not a big Nixon
Oh,
fan.
look at these elbow drops. Those just have to be killing the ribs of Bobby Beverly. Look at this. One after another.
Again, BJ, you've been in there with some of the biggest and strongest.
Yeah, I'm very familiar with the guys from Nixon. With the Hooligans, I'm not so familiar with, but they have been impressive so far tonight.
And I tell you, someone with the career that you have, You don't impress easy, and for these guys to really make you stand up and take notice, I tell you.
I was out of my chair during that combination of moves that just happened earlier. Wow! A lion salt from a guy well over 300 pounds. What was that? A twisting splash?
Taking a little bit too much time there before the cover, though.
What is the Duke doing?
I don't know.
Some rather colorful language there from the Duke as well. That's it. Blast him off there.
Devin Cutter heard enough. He just decked the Duke. Ah, come on. And Beverly going to the eyes. There's the tag.
Oh!
Ricky Shane Page is a big dude, but right now Devin Cutter is just rocking and rolling him with a series of clotheslines here.
Knocking him out of his boots there. What are we going to see here?
You know what I tell you? With the hooligans, you never know. What is he doing?
What is this? Top rope Frankensteiner.
Just waiting on Bobby Beverly, having a full Nelson. Drops him down.
What on earth? He just flew 3/4 of the way across that ring. Did you see that?
I don't understand what I'm seeing. These guys are just the most remarkable tag team I've ever seen in a long time. Oh wait, Mason looking to come in. There's Beverly, Ricky Shane Page. My apologies.
Oh, and another
Asai moves up to the outside.
I'm at a loss for words here. What are we watching?
Devin looking for the finish here. He's got him in a wheelbarrow.
Do they have a name for this finish?
Hooligan driver. We saw him finish off Vita Scott.
Oh!
And Greg Iron a little low there. I don't know if the referee should allow that, but I'm not the referee. I don't make those calls.
Series of kicks. Oh! Rolling elbow. Uh-oh. They finished him off earlier with this.
Got him right in the side of the head.
What was that?
Finals.
Here are your winners moving on to the finals. Hashtag Nixon. And now, ladies and gentlemen, it is time for the finals of the tag team tournament to determine the #1 contenders to the AIW Tag Team Championship. The following physical challenge is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first the blue team. They weigh in at a total combined weight of 480 pounds, fighting out of Sandusky, Ohio and Niles, Ohio, respectively. They are accompanied to ringside by the Duke and Eric Ryan. Ladies and gentlemen, the team of Ricky Shane Page and Bobby Beverly. Hashtag Nixon.
Wadsworth, this is your favorite team, right?
And introducing
Pardon the interruption.
the red team, they weigh in at a total combined weight of 396 pounds, fighting out of Jollyville. Here is Nasty Russ and Team Money, the Jollyville Buckets.
Well, looking to start it quick. But the boys from Jollyville, no strangers. I was telling PJ Whitmer actually just earlier, a little bit appropriate and kind of interesting to see that it's come down to these two teams.
Whitmer, what was he doing out here?
And let's not forget, doing a much better job than you, I would say.
Son of a...
Nixon welcomed the boys from Jollyville to AIW. They were a last-minute replacement in Nixon's one of their first matches as a team. And it was there that the AIW fans' love affair with Nasty Russ and T-Money began, as they made quite an impression that night, to the point that we had no choice just about than bring them back every month. And right now we're in the finals of the Double Dare Tag Team Tournament.
Woo! Look at that. I mean, you know what, Wadsworth? I know you try to get me banned out here from commentary, but the people out there, they demanded me to come back, but the only way I came back was because I was the only one who could plug the juicy details. You know what I'm talking about? The juicy details? JuicyDetails.podomatic.com? Juicy Pat Lucy? He owns a podcast. You ever been podcasted before, Wadsworth?
I actually was one of the initial guests of The Blind Side, of course, good friend of Absolute Intense Wrestling.
Who is he? Des Delgadillo? Well, I never heard of him, but he's probably good friends with former AIW women's specialist and consultant and expert, Paul Aaron Rogers. Oh, there's a cover by Beverly.
Definitely.
How about that?
Definitely not a title that I think anyone would have ever given you, women's specialist. Scoop and a slam by the former Intense Division champion and multiple-time AEW Tag Team champion and Bobby Beverly, making the tag to Ricky Shane Page, looking to use that size advantage to keep Nasty Russ Meyer down on the mat.
Something I taught Ricky Shane Page when he was under my tutelage in the tag team of Faith and Nothing. He was Christian Faith. He wasn't Vincent Nothing. He was Christian Faith. He was the Faith in the Faith and Nothing. Bobby Beverly was the stud and the young studs between him and Eric Ryan.
Eric Ryan, of course, on the outside. The Duke on the outside. You got to figure T-Money and Nancy Russ.
Who's on the outside for them?
Exactly. No one on the outside for them. They've got to account for it. Because we've already seen tonight just how quick they are to get it.
Oh, there's a roaring elbow.
Speaking of quick, that roaring elbow. Ricochet and Page took a little bit too long to pose after that. Because that's put
He was impressed.
Of opponents in Absolute Intense Wrestling.
And I just have to clear something up. He calls it the roaring elbow because he roars with it. It's actually, in Japan, they call it the rolling elbow because well, it's a rolling elbow. So if you understand that, Wadsworth.
Well, right now, Bobby Beverly is in snap suplex and taking no time, almost learning the lesson from his partner. Floating over, making the cover, only a 2 count. Referee Al Stevens right there on top of the action.
And a crowd chanting obscenities here live on iPay-Per-View. I don't know if that's making Mark Summers a happy individual. I know he's watching. He did the intro for us. And again, thank you, Mr. Mark Summers. I'm a mark for you, Mark Summers.
The good friend of Absolute Intense Wrestling, Mark Summers. Hook of the leg, only a 2 count.
I almost renamed the pay-per-view Summers Slam, even though it's the fall. You get it? You get it, Mr. Wadsworth? Whitey? No? Okay, cool.
Unfortunately, yes, I did. Hence the silence.
See, look at it. Ricky Shane Page in there. He says he's not playing games. That was a Vincent Nothing line. Vincent Nothing used to say that he doesn't play games. He's still, he's still kind of maybe hung up on the past glory. Wait. He never did this in the past.
We've seen him hit it on Colin Delaney. We saw it at the JT Lightning Invitational. Looks to be setting up for that super power bomb.
Well, if he hits it here, it's over. Oh, nasty run.
Fighting back, definitely.
I like that uppercut.
Of the 2, and that diving reverse backbreaker on a Nasty Russ Myers, and desperately needing to roll to his right, desperately needing to get to T-Money to bring the larger man into this matchup.
Hey, how was it out here doing commentary with the absolute champion, all ego Ethan Page? I mean, he's all ego. I'm all business, Aaron Bauer.
Well, I wouldn't be able to tell you because the guy just literally interjected himself between me and BJ Whitmer.
Uh-oh, look out.
And T-Money, that's what I'm talking about, that size, driving him into the turnbuckle.
That's got to be. Oh, no. There it is, good. Oh, shit. Gladiato. T-Money.
Catching the bump kick.
T-Money bone suplex.
Catching the pump kick, T-bone suplex, and T-Money has cleared the ring of Nixon, and he's not giving him a chance to breathe, headed right out after Bobby Beverly.
Wait, the Duke is so upset. He took his jacket off. That bedazzled #Nixon jacket of his.
Duke getting involved as usual. Times like this that you wish checks.
Oh, look at
around. Ricky Shane Page sending himself over the top.
And Page flies. Woo!
Bobby Beverly, the only landing he found was on top of his own tag team partner.
Wow. Oh, look out.
Now, speaking of flying, Nasty Russ scaling the top. Moonsault to the outside, taking out Ricky Shane Page.
No, he caught the Duke too, didn't he? 50% owner of AIW. And we've been wondering, where is Chess Flexer? Will he come out? We've seen him strike at so many inopportune moments for Nixon, opportune moments for AIW. I mean, the two of them, this has to come to a closure sooner or later, Wadsworth. Is there something in the mix?
Indeed, we've seen him toe-to-toe so many times in the past. And, I mean,
Could you imagine Nixon winning this whole Double Dare tournament, this AIW Double Dare tournament?
They would have that tag team title shot at the Materi waiting for them in 4 weeks. Let's not forget, 4 weeks from tonight, fans. It's Hell on Earth on Black Friday. The winner of the show.
Uh-oh, here comes that awesome bomb. Shit, holy shit.
Powerbomb may have been all it took if Ricky Shane Page can recover. He's back to his feet.
Hey, an AIW, oh,
Money with the pounds.
period.
Bobby Beverly, Japanese arm drag into the corner, and I think T-Money may have landed on the back of his head, just compressing the spine, compressing the neck.
I love it. I mean,
And wait, what the, Duke and Bobby, what the hell? This isn't a ladder match. This isn't the intense title ladder match that we saw a couple months ago. The hell are they bringing it in? Hal Stevens, new here to Absolute Touch Wrestling.
hey, but anything goes here, all. You know what I mean? Relaxed rules here in AIW. I mean, we're intense, right, Wadsworth? We are intense. We're on pay-per-view right now.
He's gonna let it go. And Ricky Shane Page headed up top now. And wait a second. No,
Wait a
we've seen
minute.
that.
I mean, we've seen they've tried to finish off opponents before with that thrust kick with Bobby Beverly.
Take nobody home. The slam from T-Money.
But Ricky Shane Page he had Nasty Russ. He was trying to go for that reverse DVD.
Was set up. So powerbombed off the ladder. And no, the fans calling for it. No way.
What's he? Wadsworth, you don't think? You don't.
Slayer perching himself on top of the ladder, calling for
What are we
T-Money.
talking?
And he's got to be.
He wants to
12 minutes.
cannonball! Cover him! Cover him!
1, 2, 3. They did it.
Wadsworth, this is the first time you and I can slap high five.
Here